Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the Wednesday night meeting, scheduled meeting for September the 14th, 2016, of the Whittier Regional Vocational Technical High School. Would you all please rise? And we'll have the newlywed start the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay. Do you have any here for public comments?
Am I public?
No. You're on the school committee.
Let me go sit out there.
Go ahead.
I just want to congratulate Maureen and tell her, I'm sure I speak for all of us, at how happy we are and hope you have a very long and happy life and live at the beach forever. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're here.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So it's official.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I move the approval of the minutes of August 10, regular school committee meeting.
Second.
Any questions on the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I abstain. I was not here.
I abstain.
Abstain. We have 3 abstentions.
Any more?
Okay. Treasurer's report.
Move to accept.
Second.
Any questions or deletions on the treasury report? None being heard. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Unanimous. Old business, superintendent's evaluation. In your secondary packet, you should all have results. I just want to commend everybody of being very diligent on this. We got 13 out of the 14 members. And as he shipped in the key, E is exemplary, P proficient, N needs improvement, and U unsatisfactory. In the 4 standards, instructional leadership, management of operations, family and community engagement, and professional culture, you can see the results were pretty consistent. There were no results or evaluation below proficient for any of them. So I think our first year, the superintendent went rather well, and we know it's going to be even better in the future. Down the bottom, excuse me, you can see, I put in some of the general comments. I try to get a comment from every member that listed comments. And I think the comments are quite appropriate to the grading that she got. I will say, just for general information, if you grade them proficient, you're not required to make a comment. Any other grading, you're required by the policy to make a comment. So most people did, but every once in a while. So other than that, are there any questions on the evaluation results? Yes, Mr.
Well, not a question, I just would like to compliment Maureen on a good job this past year and continuous improvement for you, keeping your team strong.
Right.
And thanks for going to all the meetings. You went to.
Yes, Mr. Early.
I too would like to congratulate you. I hear it from a lot of people, whether they're working here or in the community. They don't know how much higher you can go, from what I gather, but everybody is very positive as you are. And reading this, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a little higher on the family and the community thing, because I hear that you're talking to everybody. And when people do call you, you have an open door policy. I know 2 or 3 people that have come down here, and they were kind of surprised, to be honest with you. And good luck on your second year in the help.
I think, in talking to Maureen about her evaluation briefly, I think she's realized that every day, you never know what's gonna pop up. Some days go, but that's one thing you can be sure of, in my opinion, that she puts the students' interests in learning number one. Although sometimes, she's getting dragged by faculty or outside interests, but whatever she does, and it's not just for the student, it's for all the students, which I want to commend her on that. Okay, thank you. Now, the up-and-coming Mr. O'Regan. Is it O'Regan or Regan?
O'Regan.
O'Regan, sorry for that.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent Lynch, and all other school committee members. School is finally back in session. While kids are getting used to the school schedule, they are also excited to be starting their clubs and sports. Whittier's GSA club has talked about having an executive team. The students want to manage their own group and organize more events to reach out to a wider school population. The environmental club has resumed its daily recycling activities at the school and have been visible around the school. The Interact Club is getting ready to elect a new president and vice president and are looking forward to the coming school year. The Key Club kept busy this summer. They held a car wash at Haverhill Fire Station to help support their efforts. Members also came in on freshman orientation to help out with the tours and escorting students around the building. The Multicultural Club is very excited for their annual coat drive in connection with Anton's Cleaners. This will begin after Thanksgiving. The robotics team will continue with meetings in September. They hope to build off last year's successful team. They also encourage students from all shops to come and participate with them. The girls' soccer team has a new coach and is very excited for this season. Coach Crosby has done a fantastic job thus far and feels like the team has a chance of qualifying for a state tournament. The girls started out the season hot by going undefeated last week. They are 2-0. The volleyball team had their first game against Mystic Valley. They sadly lost, but looked very strong and have shown much improvement from preseason. There was much excitement and enthusiasm as parents, referees, and coaches commented on the good connection and sportsmanship by all the Whittier volleyball players. The cross-country team opens up in Chelsea on the 14th. There are high hopes for a solid performance by both the boys and the girls this season. The boys soccer team is off to a great start. They had 42 students come out for the team, and there is much excitement around this season. They had a scrimmage and one game so far, and they are looking to build this team and improve each game. It is a very young varsity team, and they are looking to surprise some. Lastly, the football team was very excited to start their season last Friday night in Hull. That was a long trip
Where was it, Patrick?
in Hull. That's near
Boston,
Cape.
yeah.
Yeah.
This year shows much promise for the team with many experienced seniors at the helm and promising juniors on the rise. The season opener was one not to forget, going 20-20 into overtime, but suffering a devastating loss to the Hull Pirates 28-26. The team has shown improvement since last year and is not one to lay back. The team has put the loss behind them and are hungry for a win Friday night against Somerville. And that's my report for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent report. Do we know how many are involved in athletics?
Yeah, we have 372 and counting.
Oh, what's, if I may, what's
I
GSA?
was going to ask
The
that
Gay
too.
Straight Alliance Club.
Okay.
Thank you again. Okay, next on the agenda is the report of the superintendent. Miss Lynch. You saying Miss Lynch? Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. For informational purposes, I'd like to review some personnel action. We had the hire of a cosmetology instructor, a plumbing instructor, a long-term sub, health assisting instructor, long-term sub, a medical assisting instructor, long-term sub, a school adjustment counselor, a teaching assistant. Also, this summer, we had our school nurse review student health and immunizations and student records. Also before you tonight is the hire for the fall coaches. And lastly is the attendance monitor. It's my recommendation that the school committee vote to approve the appointment of Rachel Rossi as our attendance monitor.
So moved.
Second?
Any questions regarding the attendance officer? None being heard, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, unanimous.
Next, for informational purposes, are resignations of a special education paraprofessional and a route bus driver. At this point, at this time, there is no budget update, and there is no MCAS update. The school year started with the new teachers induction program organized by our curriculum coordinator, Kelly Fay. These new teachers met with our school attorney, Kat Lyons, to review civil rights information. They learned about lesson plans, data, and curriculum. The assistant principals reviewed the student parent handbook. The principal reviewed safety protocols. The technology director reviewed access to our student information system and iPad use, and they were able to meet with their mentors. They were very busy for 2 days. While the new teachers were meeting, we had a training for the cluster chairs on what is leadership with former Superintendent Tony Bent. This was a similar training that all of the administrators went through during our administrative retreat. All seem to have left the training energized and ready for the new school year. Today before you is the new strategic plan for the 2016-17 school year. It's aligned with the school improvement plan and also my goals that I mentioned last spring for improving curriculum, improving our school facility, and improving public relations. Highlighted are the additions and/or significant changes to previous objectives of last year. And at this point, are there any questions I can answer for you regarding the school improvement plan, or the strategic plan? Okay, I need to have a vote.
I do have a question. Maureen, the highlighted portions.
Yes.
Was that new?
Those are new.
That's
Yeah.
new, yep.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Does this require a vote?
Yes.
I would move the academic, technical standards and achievement goals 1 through, oh my,
Just the strategic plan.
Just the strategic plan.
strategic plan.
Any other comments or questions?
Just a quick question.
Yes, sir.
On objective 3 under 4, you talked about earned college credits. Is that further than NECO? I mean,
Yes. Right now, we're,
North Shore or other institutions in the area?
right now, we're working with Northern Essex Community College. We have seniors that are involved in a college course. They'll receive their freshman 101 English at the end of the school year. We have about 46 students enrolled. Yeah. Yeah, it is a very nice number. And I have to really congratulate Patty Lowell. She's worked tirelessly to make sure that this program gets off the ground. We've had many, actually, I met with Patty, with the president, Mr. Glenn, we worked together this summer trying to make sure that we came up with some solutions to some issues. So, I really want to thank Northern Essex for really trying and working with us as well.
Yeah, I know you have been, it's a great collaboration. I'm just wondering if you're making inroads with North Shore, for instance, or other institutions that are perhaps in the area.
Right, we have not worked with other institutions. Northern Essex Community College, because of its location,
So, location.
has been, and they are really willing to work with us. We do a lot of programs with them with our night school program, our machine technology and our electronics robotics program, so.
But I guess my point would be, if, let's say, a student from, just hypothetically, from Ipswich or Raleigh or Georgetown, which is fairly close now, 95, to the Danvers, North Shore community, I'm
Yep.
just wondering if inroads could be made
Oh, absolutely, we would
across
work with them.
the community colleges.
If a student wanted to do a dual enrollment course, for instance, that would make sense. Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
I just wanted to comment about the life science
easy to use. I like
good.
it better. And,
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've seen some improvements and.
Yes.
Yeah, very easy to find information,
Right.
more so than.
And one of the things I've been trying to do, and along with the other administrators, is tweet. So we've been,
Saw that.
yes,
That's
we've been trying
on
to,
the website,
yes.
right.
You know, unfortunately, I don't always carry my phone around with me, but that's what we've been trying to do, is use the Twitter account
Yeah,
and really make sure that
Objective
people know
1A.
what's going on here at the school.
I got a quick question on goal number 5 on the last page. Objective number 4. Says Whittier will implement an employee assistance program and will maintain a wellness committee to support the employees of the district. Is this new?
It's new, and it's based on the policy that we passed last year, that the policy basically says that we have to have an employee assistance program. And the feedback from the faculty this year has been overwhelmingly positive and appreciative of the program, so,
Is this a bargaining issue?
nope. Nope. It could have been, but it's not.
It's not.
Could you explain more of the parameters of the program, please?
The parameters are, basically, it's if a teacher needs assistance, even if they're having a difficulty with their own child, for instance, and there's some issues, that the employee assistance program will set them up with counseling and help them with that. If somebody is struggling with drug and alcohol abuse, that's an avenue for them to use without having to come to me necessarily, and be able to work through some of those issues. So, again, the feedback from the faculty has been very, very positive and appreciative of the program.
So this isn't supported through the insurance program?
It's important, we did use our Chuck Traver from our insurance to help us set up the program, so
I mean, where is it funded from?
it's an additional funding.
So-
But it was not substantial.
So basically, it's social and emotional areas that keep privacy but allows for the
Exactly.
school to assist by financially supporting it
Right.
through insurance.
Right,
Very nice.
Come under the broader range of human resources? or-
right, exactly.
Okay, just question that. Any other, yes, Mr. Early?
Last page, objective 5, Whittier will maintain a long-range plan for the maintenance of building, grounds, and transportation fleet, which will be reviewed and updated each year. That'd be updated a little more than at least once a year.
Oh, it's an
correct?
ongoing thing, but the certain document would be updated every year.
Thank
but-
you.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments? None being heard? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, unanimous.
I'd like to review with you outside projects for September. In Amesbury, metal fabrication to evaluate repairing the cast iron sign for J.G. Whittier's grave in the Union Cemetery. It's being evaluated at this point. In Amesbury, to evaluate a project to reappoint a section of stone wall at the high school, and we're evaluating that this week. Georgetown, carpentry is completing and continuing the remodel work for the Pearlie Elementary School. This project started last spring. Georgetown, a request from the public library for carpentry to evaluate a new fence around the trash area. An evaluation again is being done this week. Haverhill Chamber of Commerce, metal fabrication to make a fake switch for the holiday bell to be used as a prop for the tree lighting holiday season kickoff. In Haverhill, would like to carpentry to evaluate the condition of possible repairs to the two gazebos, one behind a restaurant and one behind Bradford Common. And again, those evaluations are going on now. These are requests that happened over the summer. In Merrimack, the request for the Council of Aging for a shed to be built, and we're meeting to evaluate that project again over the next couple of weeks. There was an annual donation for Merrimack Valley Hospice. We donated 2 Adirondack chairs for their event on September 22nd at the Black Swan Country Club. Field trips,
Hold on a second. I got a call from the DPW from Amesbury that they're the caretakers for the Whittier. There's a, I think, I don't know what it is, steel, whatever, Whittier plaque that was cracked. And they sent it out to an outside source, had it repaired, and that source, they wanted $1,500. And the Whittier Society, they don't have that much income. So he said he called Beverly and asked if the sheet milling could do it. And I just wanna, I told him I would double check to make sure that's the process.
It was the
Good.
first thing I said.
Was that what it was called?
That's great. Good job.
No, there's two.
Two?
There's another one. Does it say two? No, there's another one coming. Yeah, you have one of them. There's another one
Okay,
that's broken right in half. And they're trying to get it back from Bartley Machine to send over here.
okay. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Yes.
Superintendent, thank you for being so generous to Haverhill.
My pleasure.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sounds like you've got quite a few projects coming up, Maureen.
Yeah, we're gonna be very busy.
More than
And,
one
you know,
lesson, huh?
we're evaluating the projects, that doesn't mean that we can do the projects.
Right.
So really, it's hopefully we are able to do the projects. Next for my report, I'm looking for a field trip for the Skills Leadership Conference, November 19th through the 22nd. And it will be a small group of students. They will have their field trip form signed. But it's a leadership conference, and two of our Skills USA advisors will be taking the students on that trip.
Move to approve.
Second.
This is in Marlboro?
Marlboro, yes.
Mr. Early.
That's why I was gonna ask where it was. Thank you for
Yep.
bringing that up.
Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Next, the senior prom, we're looking to have it at Atkinson Country Club in Atkinson, New Hampshire on May 30th. We've had the prom there since I've been here, so at least 10 years. So I'm looking for approval to have the prom there. We will have all students sign a permission form before they go to the prom. And all guests of the prom will also have a permission form signed as well.
Second. Any questions regarding the prom? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Unanimous.
I have one quick question
Yes.
about that. Do we have, on our insurance policy, going up to New Hampshire or going into other states, we don't have a problem with our insurance?
No, as long as we have approved from the school committee.
Thank you.
That's it.
all I have for you this
Thank
evening.
you. Next on the agenda for tonight is the principal's update. Mr. Leganis.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent Lynch, newlywed. We have before you two here at the school as well, and the rest of the school committee members. As you know, things have been really flying here, so I can't believe we're already a couple weeks into it. But along with the assistant principals, we met with the students and reviewed the student parent handbook and the code of conduct at Whittier with a focus on harassment and bullying. All other presentations that we had with the students included specific to grade level with the guidance department, co-op coordinator, athletic director, MCAS coordinator, and class advisors. There are 372 and counting students participating in fall sports. This includes football, boys and girls soccer, volleyball, golf, cross country, and cheerleading. So they're still coming in and signing up and getting their physicals in. We are, as you know, a one-to-one school. The IT department, with help from the administration, we had mandatory freshman and new student parent meetings, and they were well received. We had those meetings September 6th, 6 p.m., Wednesday at 7. We also, Kevin Williams also had a 10 a.m. during the school day and a Thursday at 3, and again at 6 p.m. regarding the iPad distribution, which is happening, I believe, tomorrow morning. And all our freshmen are getting their iPads for the first 4 periods. We are following along with the Above the Influence program, continuing with the goal, which is to help teens stand up to negative pressures and influences. The more that they are aware of the influences around them, the better prepared they will be to face them, including pressure to use drugs and alcohol. In an effort to raise awareness and promote a positive atmosphere at school, our program director, Roxanne Grover, who's also the cluster chair of the Phys Ed Health Department, and advisors are setting up an exhibit for Parents' Night, and to view which models a teenager's bedroom, which shows signs and warning signs of addiction. It's called the Hidden in Plain Sight. We're also exploring speakers to come in, like we had Andre Debuse. If anybody's interested in some of the literature, Roxanne gave me a few of the, about Hidden in Plain Sight. So they're going to set up what I know about a model that's going to be in the health room for parents only to come in and go ahead and go through the room. And the 3 advisors have been trained in this. So it'll be quite a program. Hopefully it'll be well received.
When is that, parent night?
Parent night, that's a good question. Very good question. I should probably know when first parent night is. If I can look at the calendar, I will get you the exact date. Yeah. I don't know when the parent night is.
Is that for the whole school?
Excuse me? For the you mean the hidden bedroom? Yes, for the parents. Yep, that's the whole school. The first parent night is for everybody. So we, hopefully, the advisors will have the room ready to go.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is. And if you do look through the literature, there's some pretty involved things that go on. Make parents aware of some of the issues that are out there. Yes.
Chris, this is the first year we've done that, something to that effect?
Yes, to have some sort of scenario modeled within the school. Last year we did, which was the first year we had a speaker come in, that Andre Debuse, and it was very well received. So now I think we're taking it, that the program, the Above the Influence, and the advisors are taking it a step further. Did you see the calendar, Mr. Early?
Yeah, November 17th on Thursday night, does that sound right?
That sounds right.
6 to 7,
Yep.
6 to 8.
Thank you, 6 to 8. Thank you very much for that. Yes,
So-
Mr. Chairman.
Elaborate. So is this program going to extend for parent support? I mean, say the parent understands, what's it called, hidden in plain sight or something?
Yeah, it's called Hidden in Plain Sight,
Yeah.
correct.
Are they going to be told that they can, if they notice something, that they can call the school about it, or?
Yeah, and I guess, that's the goal, to have, the whole community, the parents dialed in with the guidance counselors and all the avenues that they can go to, the administrators, the teachers, to go and talk to someone, and, reach out to them. So it'll be a nice path, a nice avenue, and hopefully we can direct them in the right way.
I think that's very beneficial for the community.
It'll be eye-opening for, some of the literature, if you're really interested. I did bring it. It's pretty eye-opening on some of the things to look for. And I'm sure, they're going to extend that once they do set up the bedroom.
Yes.
I just had one question about the, we have a school resource officer, is a police officer from Haverhill?
Yes.
Again, is this the same one as last year,
Yes,
a
it
new
is.
one? Or?
Yep, Officer Landry, Officer Jamie Landry. And this is his, I believe, his third year here.
I just wondered if it was a turnover or there was a
Yep,
familiar face.
he's been here. This is his, I believe, starting his third year.
Good.
He's got his own private office now.
Yeah, he's right in, as soon as you walk in, he's right there. So, in plain sight.
And not hidden.
Not hidden.
Not hidden.
No, he calls it the fishbowl.
I notice he's facing the door.
Yes, he is, and there's a reason for that.
There is.
Always keep your back to the wall.
Any other comments or questions from us? Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much, a pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, now, I didn't know I was going to ask you to come up to the podium.
Sit down.
Now we have the business manager, Ms. Cosmo.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Superintendent Lynch, members of the committee. There are 2 items under my heading tonight. One of them is a request for a budget transfer, and the other one is a request to close on an account. Just a little background. Every year when I close the books and reopen them, I look to see what's been inactive for a while. I noticed that there was a telecommunications, what's called a customer account, that has not been utilized in 3 years, and the telecommunications program is no longer a program subject that we offer here. So we are requesting that you vote to close the telecommunications customer customer account and move those monies to the electronics robotics customer amount. And the amount that will be moved is $1,254.90.
Is there a motion for that?
So moved, yeah, second.
Second by Ms. Gilbert.
Yep.
Any
Clean it up.
questions or comments on that? Being heard, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, unanimous.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Alrighty.
I did have
Yep.
one question. though.
Question.
Was this year we were going to be having to set up our stabilization fund?
The stabilization fund has been established. What happens at this point is we will likely put a line in the budget to fund the stabilization
So that's
account.
gonna happen thi-
And then we
this
will,
time around.
with a vote of this committee, when the next year's budget is established, we will move the money into the stabilization account.
And later on in the year, we'll be determining how much we're going to be wanting to put in there?
That will be something that's typically done at budget time, and then the committee can vote to expend those funds as needs arise.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes,
That fund's not set up for anything special.
The stabilization fund is set up for things for which you can pretty much bond activities. It's mostly for major improvements. It's not for one specific purpose. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we want the committee reports. We reviewed and, vote. Yes, Mr. Early.
We, set the treasurer's report.
Yes. I marked you down as voting yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay. We did review and voted on the strategic plan for the 16-17. In October, we will have the variance analysis, which you receive. We'll have the update of the capital and equipment purchases, replace 5-year plan, and we'll have a review of the vocational and technical programs, current and those, what do they call those, into the introductory stage? Isn't it?
Exploratory.
Exploratory stage, yes, thank you. The subcommittee reports. On the executive, we have not met, and I don't think it's for time we need one right off. Instructional personnel, Dr. Testaverde.
We have not met, and it is customary that we meet the first month or so of the school year. And especially since we're going to be having vocational and technical reports in October, it would be nice for us to meet. We're
Okay.
looking at possibly a suggestion of a late afternoon meeting on Monday, September 26th.
September 26th.
If we have other members, is that possible, 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Not for me.
Not for you. You can't do any afternoons. No. Okay.
But I'm not on that committee.
You're not on instructional anymore. So who's on instructional? I forget.
I'm on.
David and I, and Lisa, do you have it offhand quickly?
Yeah,
I have an old one
I think we updated that.
though, I know. So, I don't. No.
On the back of the,
And Nelson's on it.
Yeah.
And Nelson doesn't work, so that shouldn't be a problem. Anybody else? It's gotta be more than 3.
We could set a tentative date, and
Well,
then
we
we
set
can
the,
check.
yeah, tentative date, we'll double check with everybody if we have to, but you definitely want to meet before the next school board.
Right, so
Yes,
we're looking at either the 26th or the 28th
4 PM.
at 4 PM. We want to, since the administrative team needs to be here to go over the vocational plan and
Yep.
it would be better if they didn't have to stay till 6, 7 o'clock.
So first choice is Monday, the 26th.
First choice is
Yeah.
Monday, the 26th,
4 p.m.
second is at 4. Yep, second is
Right,
the 28th.
Plant operations, Mr. Tucker.
plant operations met this evening. We took a tour of several of the summer projects. Most impressive was the new guidance office, which was set up, and they did it all in-house and over the summer. So that was very impressive. We looked at a few other things. The carpet in here is new, and several other projects that were completed. So I think we had a very successful summer projects.
Great.
And we don't have any current meetings planned.
Okay. salary negotiations, Mr. Burns is not here, but I think we're all up to schedule on salaries.
We may need to have a meeting, and I would recommend on the 26th as well,
26th,
at 6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Okey doke.
There wasn't.
Policy, Mr. Irving.
We have not met since this summer. I'm not sure if we need one. I see a policy in the minutes this evening or in the packet.
Yeah.
So I defer to the superintendent.
Okay.
At
That's
this, at this point, I don't have anything.
right.
On the
so-
policy?
On policy.
No.
Okay. And probably, we would probably set a meeting for November sometime. I don't think
Okay.
we need it right away.
Good.
What is this policy that's in here?
That's going to be discussed in
The
the
next-
future.
Okay.
Meeting dates.
Can I just
Oh,
interrupt?
yes,
If I can change that 26th meeting for salary negotiations to the 28th at 6 o'clock?
28th at 6 p.m. Okey doke. Got it. Okay. Meeting dates. Next regular school committee meeting is October the 12th at 7 p.m. Anybody have new business for the next meeting? I think I'm going to add on the agenda the April reorganization date. See if we're going to change that. Right, Mr. Irving?
Well, I mean, I'd like to have it clarified.
Yeah.
If we're gonna have it either the 3rd or the 7th.
On the 7th, so we'll put that on the agenda, please.
I'm not sure when we're going, this year is going to be the first year that all grades have the iPads.
Yes,
And it would be good to have a review either this next meeting or the meeting after that, where we are with our implementation.
review,
Teacher-wise, is, from the administrative part, which he's doing fabulous, but also, teacher implementation, how we're doing with that, how the structure we're doing, the training we're doing. So I'll leave it up to you guys. It could be the next one or the meeting after
he
that.
usually comes in November, so we'll schedule.
Yeah, so if you can check and see if that's on,
Yep.
if it's not,
Yep.
then we,
Uh,
well, not just him, but,
Yeah, the whole,
give us a full idea of how the program's going
Yep.
structure-wise.
Yeah, I'd like to see that possibly be part of next meeting's review of VOTEC programs.
Kevin's coming in November, the IT director, so if we can do it in November, he can review all of that information.
So it's not part of the VOTEC programs.
no, that's,
It is, but
presentation.
it's,
that's Beverly.
yeah.
All righty.
So
It is
it's-
amazing, though, that we found, 4 years have passed and we are actually
Yeah,
now
everybody has one.
fully implemented. It's-
Well, it took 3, because we loaded 2 grades.
We looked two up front.
We loaded the sophomores and freshmen, and then last year, and now this year, these freshmen, now, that means all.
Right.
all
And my
grades have it.
understanding is that these iPads are really holding up really well.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the students I was in, said he drops it on the floor, nothing happens. Yeah. It's a special case.
Cases work.
Well, I hope he doesn't drop it on the floor on purpose.
Well, I didn't ask him that. I just asked him, "Do these things break?" He said, no, when they fall on the floor, they don't break. Okay, so that's good. So,
Charlie,
yes,
what did you say about the reorg meeting?
we have that in the regular meeting, 2 different weeks, and usually we vote to have it the same week.
So is that what we're having it the same week as the
Well,
meeting?
we're gonna discuss it and vote on it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not etched in stone.
okay.
Okay. Now, we need to go, a motion to enter into
think so.
executive session to discuss strategy with respect to litigation and collective bargaining with the teachers' union, as an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the school committee. And upon completion of the executive session, we will adjourn. Is there a motion?
So moved.
So moved. Second?
Second.
Mr. Galina. Mr. Early?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Galina? Yes. Ms. Gilbert?
Yes.
Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
Mr. Irving? All right. Dr. Testaverde?
Yes.
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 True. Mr. Lesage? Want to take a quick 5-minute recess?